I recognize the next member to present. I recognize the member from Newmarket, Aurora.
Thank you, Speaker. I am humbly honoured to rise today in this chamber to pay tribute to the Reverend William Bill C. Davis. I would like to set the stage for the time period as I remember it well. Leading up to the provincial election of May 1985, there were concerns that were mounting due to potential job losses resulting from a proposed Canada-US free trade agreement, the impact of an economic recession, and the perceived political instability following Premier Bill Davis's resignation. I must note, this was the year that our PC party reigned as government for a span of 42 years. Never Surrender by Corey Hart topped the charts. Careless Whisper by Wham was number 2, and Crazy for You by Madonna was a massive hit at number 3. And in Scarborough Centre, wouldn't you know, there was an Anglican minister from the parish of St. Peter's on Brimley Road, who also had been serving for 10 years as the Scarborough School Board trustee, who was asked to run as the PC candidate. The Rev, as fondly referred to by his provincial member colleagues, won his seat in this legislature by 359 votes. I asked myself, now, why would a minister want to put himself out there for office? Well, the answer was quite clear. To serve his community, to ensure the people he served would be happier by what he could do for them in the here and now and for tomorrow. Madam Speaker, I felt compelled to do this tribute as I found myself drawn to the Rev, as my father was an Anglican priest. Quite frankly, my father's role is what drew me into the lure of helping people. The Rev was elected at a time of political upset in this province. He sat as an opposition member for 2 years and had the fortune of serving as the PC party's critic for education until September 1987. And what a time to be the critic of education. By the autumn of 1985, there was a teacher strike, primarily a significant high school teacher strike. I understand that Bill would travel around the province, engaging with residents. It was his warmth, his humour, and ability to connect with everyone he met. The Rev was able to engage quite easily with the people of this province. That is what the Rev did so successfully. He was known for his ability to converse, to listen deeply, to care fully. And that is what a minister does. Thus, his ability to slide into this public servant role was truly not a far fetch. After his 2-year stint as a member of provincial parliament, Bill went on to enjoy a 20-year career with the Ontario and Toronto Automobile Dealers Association, which he loved. One of his greatest accomplishments was working with the dealers on making connections within their communities and driving the message of giving back to your community. That's what he did. Amongst all his accolades, including being a volunteer firefighter, a member of the Rotary Club, to sitting on town council in the early 70s, his greatest moment was meeting his wife-to-be while he was living in Montreal when he was studying at the Theological College in the mid-60s. He brought Linda, the love of his life, back to Ontario, where they had 3 children: Kathleen, Susan, whose birthday is today, happy birthday, Sue, and Jamie. Being with his beloved Linda and his children, spending time in the great outdoors at the cottage in the Muskokas, and preaching the odd occasion at the local church by the lake, helping the people around the community, to having fun with his 6 grandchildren, Jason, Tyler, Jacob, Sian, and Andy. This was indeed his greatest enjoyment. Yes, he loved the great community events, the festivals, the food, and all his constituents. That was truly what kept him grounded as a politician. It was his constituency. When it came down to it, Bill had a deep connection with God. I believe this connection allowed the Reverend Bill C. Davis to serve the people of his community, the people of this province. Bill was a Christian gentleman. Faith grows a Christian. Charity proves a Christian. Hope confirms a Christian. Death crowns a Christian. I believe Bill Davis traveled well in these 3 great Christian values, these virtues of faith, hope, and charity. He lived his life like this. This was his fulfillment. It was his reward, and now it is his victory. To Linda, Kathleen, Sue, Jamie, to all the Davis family, thank you for sharing Bill with the people of Ontario.